Yo, what's going on, Jets Nation? This is New York Jets Media, bringing you guys my flight preview to the Jets vs. Dolphins game that's coming up this Sunday. This is going to be a very tough game for us Jets fans to watch just because this is going to be the first time Jamal Adams has missed a game. He sprained his ankle last game, and I think it was on the first series, and Jamal was not feeling good for the rest of the game against the Bengals. He was very emotional after the game, and you can just tell when I was watching the Bengals-Jets game, I was looking at Jamal, I'm like, he looks off, like there's something going on, and then we find out after the game he had an ankle injury. And then Le'Veon Bell has been sick these past 2 days and has not practiced. So it's not looking good for him to start at all. And sucks for me because I'm in the playoffs for fantasy and he's my starting running back. But that doesn't really matter. I really wish Le'Veon Bell can play, but it's okay. I wanted to see Le'Veon Bell get the ball going and get him into a rhythm because he hasn't really been utilized properly by Adam Gase. And his talent is through the roof. He's there. The passing game's there, the running game's there. It's just the blocking, the play calling, everything is just not what we needed to do for Le'Veon Bell, and I feel really bad for him. But at the same time, Le'Veon Bell has dealt with this adversity with high spirits, always been positive, and that's a huge, huge deal for this Jets team to have a guy like Le'Veon Bell to be a leader and keep spirits high. And I hope Le'Veon Bell gets healthy because he's ill right now. We don't know what the illness is, but does not look like he's playing on Sunday. And so to get into the game plan against the Dolphins, it's going to be pretty interesting, especially, like I just said, we're missing Jamal Adams and Le'Veon Bell, our two stars on offense and defense. So, obviously, we lost to the Dolphins earlier in the season, and we gave them their first W, and this is looking like we're going to go back home, and the Dolphins just destroyed the Philadelphia Eagles, and that kind of worries me because the Dolphins are getting kind of momentum going towards the end of the season. Brian Flores is establishing himself as a solid coach and good game plans. He had that crazy trickery play, 4th and goal against the Eagles that I've never seen that before. That was awesome by the Dolphins. So I'm going into this game a little worried. Definitely not thinking the Jets are going to just blow them out at all. Like, it's going to be a game where the Jets should win, but I'm not expecting them to win. But at the same time, what I want to see Adam Gase do is somehow get this offensive line back in shape, because the 3-game stretch where we were winning, the offensive line played decent. They were blocking for Sam. There were not as many penalties. And then all of a sudden against the Bengals, our offensive line showed how dysfunctional we are. We get a holding penalty in the end zone that results in a safety. We get like back-to-back holding calls. We get a block from the back that negates a Le'Veon Bell 25-yard rush. Like, it was just a nightmare. Sam Darnold was under duress throughout the whole game, and he was just not comfortable. And also the receivers did not help Sam at all against the Bengals. So we need everybody around Sam Darnold to step up on offense, because he can't do anything if the offensive line's not blocking and the receivers can't catch the ball. You know, like, Sam Darnold played a decent game against the Bengals. I know some people are going to be like, he played awful because he had no touchdowns, but he protected the ball. He did not turn the ball over at all, and he was precise. He had some crazy throws that receivers just dropped, and that's not on Sam, obviously. You know, everybody has to play well around Sam for Sam to be good. So hopefully the receivers can step up. Robbie Anderson has been looking very good so far in the tail end of the season. He had like over 100 yards last game, which is a huge positive for the Jets. So I'm hoping Robbie Anderson can keep that momentum, and hopefully Sam can keep finding Robbie and be that number one target. And Jameson Crowder has been quiet. The Sam Darnold, Jameson Crowder duo has been like hot throughout the year and kind of cooled down these past couple games. So I want to see Jameson Crowder get more involved. And it's looking like if Le'Veon Bell's going to be sick, it's going to look like Ty Montgomery and Bilal Powell are going to split snaps. So hopefully we can somehow get a running game with those two. I mean, they're definitely not nearly as talented as Le'Veon, so it's going to be tough to get the running game going, and that's what I want to see in the offense. I want to see them protect Sam and the receivers catch the ball, because that was the biggest problem against the Bengals. Sam Darnold played a decent game, and he's not going to be able to play a great game if the offensive line can't block and the receivers can't catch the ball. It's that simple. So going on to the defensive side of the ball, we're going to be missing Jamal Adams. I think Marcus May is going to slide over and play his position, and I think Arthur Maulet's injured, Brian Poole's injured, so our corners are just depleted right now, and it's unfortunate because Brian Poole's been playing very good football for a slot corner, and I'm hoping he can play on Sunday because he's a huge part of our secondary, especially when Jamal Adams is out. So I'm hoping we can get to Ryan Fitzpatrick in the pressure game because our secondary is so depleted. Hopefully Quinn Williams can step up and have his best game of the season, because as a rookie, he's been doing the dirty work. He's been stuffing the run and doing all this stuff, no flashy plays. I know a lot of Jets fans are kind of like losing hope into Quinnen Williams, thinking he's a bust, but I think Quinnen Williams is going to have a good, solid career with the Jets. He's only 21, and he has a lot of time to develop. There's a lot of depth on this defensive line that's playing ahead of him because we're so deep. On the defensive line, we got Kyle Phillips, Foley Fatukasi, Steve McClendon, Henry Anderson, bunch of guys that are just playing out of their minds, and it's hard to get Quinnen Williams into a rhythm if we just keep rotating. And Greg Williams loves rotating defensive line because he wants the people with the most stamina out there with the highest energy. So that's why I feel like Quinnen Williams haven't really gotten a rhythm yet, but I feel like Quinnen Williams is going to break out next year. To get into the edge rushers, like I said, we're missing Jamal, and Jamal is definitely our best edge rusher. So hopefully Jordan Jenkins can step up and get that consistent pressure off the edge. I like Jordan Jenkins. His energy is felt. He motivates guys. He's just always aggressive. He's going 100% every play. So I'm hoping Jordan Jenkins can get to the quarterback and sack Ryan Fitzpatrick at least 1 or 2 times, because if we don't get to Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's just going to slice us up like he did against us early in the season. And Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing good football. It's really unfortunate. I feel like every time the Jets have ever versed Ryan Fitzpatrick after he left the Jets, he's beaten us, whether it was the Buccaneers, the Dolphins, and now the Dolphins again. So I'm hoping we can finally beat Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins and not lose to them twice, and we can go to 5-8 in the season. And no, I'm not expecting the Jets to make the playoffs at all, but I still rather the Jets win some games towards the end of the season than lose for a draft pick. I personally prefer building a winning culture and get Sam Darnold used to winning and letting Sam Darnold play well and winning football games rather than just losing, and everyone in the team is just down and bad energy and all this stuff because we have no momentum going into next season. I'd rather finish the season strong and let Sam Darnold have these final 4 games play well. Remember last year, the last 4 games of the season, Sam Darnold played out of his mind, best quarterback in the league QBR-wise, and these are the last 4 games of the season now. So let's see what Sam Darnold can do. I'm hoping he can step up and play well just like he did last year. So I'm very excited for this game, but at the same time, a little nervous. Leave a comment down below what you guys expect of this game. And if you guys think the Jets are going to blow them out or they're going to get blown out by the Dolphins, it's going to be a close game, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And let's go Jets. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.